Okay, Ariana Garcia, Fox Generic. What's happened with Caesar and the Apes since the decade since the first film?
Well, if you remember at the end of Rise of the Planet of the Apes, there's a huge pandemic which has all but wiped out humanity. The simian flu, as it's called, has spread across the world. But there are pockets of human survivors, and they are holed up in cities around the world, but in San Francisco, whereas Caesar has led the apes to freedom and created a utopian society which is thriving and is doing very well. He's tried to bring with him some of the things that he's learnt from his time growing up with humans, and has instilled some laws in the community like apes together strong, ape shall not kill ape, and knowledge is power. They're tenets of belief that he's trying to uphold. He has a family. Caesar has a family. He has a teenage son. He has a wife, Cornelia, and at the beginning of the movie, we see her give birth to a new child, a new infant son. So he is a leader. He's become this statesman-like figure. He's born that, you know, we can see the years have taken their toll in terms of the responsibility that he's had. He's much more human-like, and he's now going to be in a position, as we see at the beginning of the movie, where he is internally conflicted because of his link to humans, that this is really going to be put to the test when the humans arrive on the scene.
How have the challenges that define Caesar in Rise evolved since the first film?
Caesar, as a leader, has a lot to cope with. He has his immediate council of apes, he has his family, and when the humans turn up, there are so many different reactions to them. He has to take control and make decisions, and as a good leader should. And he has to stand by those decisions, and they're not necessarily what all of the apes want to hear. Meanwhile, he's trying to connect with Malcolm, the leader or seeming leader from the human side, who he has formed an accord with, some kind of connection, an empathetic connection. And on the one hand, they're trying. I mean, the humans have come to create power through a hydroelectric dam to take back to the city, which happens to be situated in their territory. So he's finding a link with Malcolm and a trust that grows and isn't necessarily all smooth, because it gets broken up and he feels betrayed at times. But nevertheless, he knows that in order to avoid all-out confrontation, that Malcolm is the key. And Malcolm feels the same way about Caesar. Unfortunately, that isn't a view shared by some of the other apes, and Caesar has to manage all of those apes' reactions.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.